Hello, Leo. How are you guys doing? This reading is for you. Okay. Leo. Okay, I'm just going to clear the energy really quick. Okay. Okay. You have the Chariot that came out before I could even try to shuffle right away. It feels like you're unstoppable at this time, like you're really, really devoted to particular things that you're wanting to achieve. You have goals set, you have like, or you may be moving into this, but I feel like most of you are already here in a point of you know what you want and you're going for it. And there's nothing that's really going to stop you at this time. And you have a plan set in place, and movement forward is coming. Strength at the bottom of the deck, something that you've been praying for a long, long time here. You achieved it, you reached something, and you're about to start a whole new cycle now. And you may be a little bit in your head at this time because you can feel the energy shifting. And so that's making you a little bit nervous, right? You have the star card here. When you have something like this happening, that, the star coming out after the world here, something has ended, and then you have the Fool immediately after that. So something has ended, a new cycle. The new cycle on the Fool's journey is immediately beginning here. And then you have the Star. So this is saying that this is something that is good. This is something that is very good. This is something that is closer to this dream that you are wanting to achieve, but it's big. It's not. The only reason I'm saying it like this is that it's not like the dream of your life, is because it feels like your dream of your life is you're always going to be searching for it, because there's just this love of life that there's never going to be a point where you reached it and then they lived happily ever after. You know what I mean? And really that's for everybody. But it's like, this is significant. This is big. This is something that's like marking your life here as a huge accomplishment, as a huge win, as a huge thing that you manifested, as a miracle, really, that's coming in. And you have the Ace of Swords and the Two of Cups behind it. So you're going to have people that you can rely on, and you're going to have, news of this coming in. News of a possible, offer for something that is going to go through. Because I feel like you've had this offer in the past and it didn't go through. Or you just had similar offers, meaning like it was something that you wanted and it looked like it was going to happen and then it didn't happen. But you were like kind of told that it was going to happen by the people that are the ones making the decisions. And then it didn't happen for whatever reason. And maybe that probably happened, like I'm seeing 4 times, doesn't have to be, but there's like a series of times where this happened. And it's kind of like this big energy shift. You can feel it. So it's got you in your head. And the shift that you're feeling, the way your body is processing it, you're thinking that it means it's not going to happen again. And that's not true. This could be like a partnership, somebody that you're going to work with in your job. And it's like you're kind of holding off on celebrating until this comes in. You're kind of like, I want to put all my burdens down. There's just something to be said about, you're at a point right now where you want to reach this win and then you want to celebrate. It's kind of like somebody who is playing football and, they're, I don't know how many games they play or whatever. But like, let's say they're a few games away from like the championship Super Bowl. and people are like wanting to go out and celebrate like this, like a big celebration. And it's kind of like, at this point, I'm so invested. We're close. We're only a couple of games away. I don't want to go out and party right now and celebrate right now. I want to like buckle down. I want to get everything in order here because I want to get that win. And when I get that win, then I want to celebrate. The thing is you kind of feel like maybe you're not going to get the win intuitively. But that's not true. That is just your own internal fears that are showing up because you want it so badly, and because of what you have been offered in the past. It just was something that never really came to fruition, you know? It was something that kept you, you were trying to move towards it, but there was no moving towards it. You couldn't do any movement here. You had to hold back and just kind of try to keep your focus going here. But it just seemed like, yeah, there was no clarity. You had no clarity on the situation. You had no justice. Yeah, you were just trapped in a situation that just kept taking from you and taking from you and taking from you. And this could also be reflection of your personal life. You were trapped, surrounded by people that were just taking from you, taking from you. This is the lying, cheating, stealing card, the Seven of Swords. Now, I read intuitively, and that intuitively, in the past, you had somebody that betrayed you in every sense of the word, you know? And they just didn't realize that they had an empress here. They had everything. They had someone that was their person, you know? I just feel like there's somebody that never got over you, and I don't know if they ever will. And it's just kind of like not your problem. You have the Queen of Wands, the King of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, and the Death card here. So they're kind of juggling forth about you, but it's for you, it's done. It's the Death card. There's nothing here. And it feels like you recently had to say goodbye to a person that, look at this Ace of Swords in reverse and the Two of Cups in reverse. It's like their actions didn't match up to their words, and it was presented as an equal give and take partnership, but it never actually was. And you picked that up really quickly. I feel like this is something that was kind of like, in a nutshell, other relationships that you had dealt with in the past that was just like problem after everything's a problem. Everything that's going on, now this is a problem. Now this is a problem. And it's like, do we ever just get to enjoy life? Are we always just going to be like, talking about problems all the time? Like this person just never they didn't know how to decide to be done with something, with bringing up certain things, and they were unhappy with their own outlook on life, and they took that out on you, and you knew it. The thing is you knew this the entire relationship, but you still tried to nurture here. And now you finally put that burden down, because there's somebody else that came in briefly, it feels like, that tried to do the same thing, and you picked it up right away and you walked away. You did not allow yourself to be trapped here or wounded. It may have brought up things that you thought you got over from the last person that was more of a major relationship of your life, that you were clinging to, some hurt there, some things that you just didn't release all the way. But that was a good thing, because it allowed you to do that now, and now you are very calm no matter what's going on around you. This feels like the energy that you are in now, this King of Cups, which leads me to feel like you're going to have a King of Cups person approach you, a person that is now also embodying that energy. And it could very well be a water sign. Doesn't have to be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This could be somebody that you're talking to right now. This could be somebody that you're going to meet. But you're very much so embodying this energy now with this determination of, I will not be triggered, and my inner state, my inner being, that is for me to determine, and I will not give that power away to other people. Because when I did that in the past, I overgave. I cared so much that I let myself be governed by other people. And then I just was taken advantage of. And my own self, the things that I wanted for my own self, I put them way over here. Like, put them in a closet somewhere and close the door, and you forgot they were even there, you know? And it's like, not this time. Not this time. I'm protecting my own self, but not in a way where you're putting up boundaries, in a healthy way. So it's kind of like, wherever you find yourself, you may find yourself in a situation where you were triggered. But this is because Spirit wants you to see that you can handle this, that you can not be triggered. Because you have come very far. You know, the water surrounding this King of Cups is very turbulent, but he is calm. He is very, 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 very calm, you know. He knows how to express his emotions, and he knows how to maintain himself in no matter what environment he's in. He can look, you know, I don't want to say look good because it makes it sound like you're trying to impress other people and you're not. But you know what I mean? Knows how to look good in any situation, any circumstance, and knows how to fix it, how to solve it. But realizes also that, much like this water, you can't make this water calm. So there's some things that you just have to walk away from. And this is something that you are, you know, you have mastered here during this time, male or female. And this is a person that is also coming towards you. You have the same energy of conquering and now ready for this joy. Ready to experience this joy and start again, looking for someone to share a commitment with that could lead to marriage. Wow. And any toxicities, you will withstand it with this person, with this Devil and this Six of Wands card, to be in between. And then, and then you have the Ten of Cups, you know. So this is saying that this commitment is going to be able to stand this test of time. And this is a person that is going to have to be, I don't want to say obsessed, but it feels like obsessed with you. Obsessed in a good way. You know, the Hierophant card is a card of making something official. It's taking a next step in something. It's represents bringing spiritual gifts down here into this 3D and making them a solid thing. So that can be something also that you're doing with your own career and having a celebration to celebrate it. You know, conquering what you need to conquer so then you can celebrate. And it doesn't have to be marriage either, if that is not something that you are interested in. But whatever this would be for you, whatever that big next celebration that you are wishing for would be, you know. And this is something that the toxicities of the past are going to triumph over them, whereas before you did not. So in a relationship where, you know, maybe other people got involved and it didn't go so well, or maybe in other relationships your family wasn't very supportive, or, you know, maybe you always had relationships where you were doing all the giving and they were not, or it was not financially stable, or it wasn't emotionally supportive, or, you know, whatever it is, it's like saying you don't have to fear that in this next one, because that's not how this is going to be. If there has been a theme of negativity, it feels like following you from relationship to relationship. Spirit wants you to know you broke that. You broke that. You did that because you changed within yourself. Okay, with the Sun card here. Also in career, if there's things that you've been trying to go for your dream, you've been trying to pursue this, you've been trying to get, you know, more finances, you've been trying to do these things. This is saying the ways that you have not been able to achieve things, the ways that things have brought you down, those are no longer here. I mean, this is freaking beautiful. Wow. Okay, what was that guy? You have the Five of Swords. Okay. And the Wheel of Fortune. It feels like you're very well known with people, and you are well known for some things that happened to you in your past. Kind of feels like everybody knows about a relationship that you were in that you're no longer in, and people are still talking about it, and people are perhaps still associating you with this person, and it's something that particularly you don't want or you don't care for, and you may have been compelled, being pulled by your mind to look back at these situations. But look at this Wheel of Fortune card here. This is saying that you are gaining more and more momentum of control over this, and people may think that you are looking back and sad at particular situations that have not come to fruition here, or just what they have been told. It feels like hasn't been completely and totally accurate by a particular person, and that you're going to get this recourse for this. You're going to get this reconciliation for this, or justice for this. You are turning this past of sadness into your favor. You're using the power behind it and using that to fuel you forward. And people are going to see this. This is something that is going to be known amongst people. It's like your things that have gone wrong are known against people, about people. People know about it. And things that are going right, people know about it. High Priestess. And you know this. Like, people are talking about you. People want to know what's going on with you. Everywhere you go, everyone is looking at you. It's like people know who you are. And more people know who you are than you think know who you are. You have this recognition about you. You have a characteristic about you that reminds people of their childhood, or reminds people of their first love, or reminds people of being excited and enjoying life again, because there's something that you're doing in a way that is just so clearly a representation of enjoying life, like walking away and having a beautiful time at it, or something like that. It's just like the way that you walk into a room, everybody notices it, everybody wants to hear what you have to say. It's like at this time you have the room, you have attention on you, and everybody wants to know. And it's like the Magician that is happening, and it's making you feel a little bit like, because things haven't shown up yet, so it's a little bit like, what, and people are asking you about the past, the last big thing that happened in your life that they all know about. Could be an ex, could be a situation where you lost your job, but it was something that other people have taken as a negativity, and it could be two things that people know about. And you're like free and happy and moving forward with life and flowing with life, but other people, they still want to talk about these things, and you're kind of like, I've moved on, I'm past it. But they're about to see this. Because you're about to manifest your ships coming in. So you're about to see how fortunate you are, what a powerful creator you are, how blessed you are here. How, it's like whenever you slip, you just fall into a better situation. You have surprises coming your way. And these past memories that are plaguing you, if you're having trouble sleeping at night, it feels like you feel a little bit more worried about things recently than you really have been. And it's kind of like this energy of, I thought I was over this, or wait a minute, I thought it was so good and I was so happy at this time. But it's like, not to worry, because you're just feeling the completion of something, because there was a little bit of lingering energy there and it was kind of like buried. And then when you're releasing it, you're like feeling it again. Sometimes this is happening. It's like the way that you're releasing something, the way that you're elevating, it's frightening you, the way your vibration is changing. But you have this Three of Cups and you have the Queen of Swords here. So you have clarity here. You have clarity and you have reason to celebrate coming here. You may also be really bothered by something someone has to say, a Pisces or an Aquarius. Could be a Virgo. You have the Magician here. Definitely could be a Pisces with this High Priestess and with this Page of Cups card. Okay. Could be an Aquarius that cut you out of their life. Yeah, they left you out in the cold and you had to kind of move away from this person. And it feels like when you are building your legacy here, your abundance, you have this, you're going to have loyal people around you. Soon you may hear back from this person again. And that, that's just going to be up to you whether you want to do that again. But it just felt like emotional turmoil with this person, and kind of like the same story over and over and over again. It was more based upon, this feels like feminine energy, but could be male or female, you would know more. But they would make up lies about things. It feels like, yeah, Aquarius, look at the Star card. It doesn't have to be, don't hold too tightly to the signs, okay? But it definitely feels like a person who things had to be a particular way and they would have a reason why you have to do this instead of that. But then that reason, you would find another thing you could do that would fit under that reason. And they would still find an excuse as to why that couldn't work. And it was like, basically you figured out that they were just using excuses so that you guys would always do what they want to do on their terms, how they wanted to. So like everything just worked really well for them. And basically that's what this person wanted. They wanted to orchestrate everything the way that they wanted to. And it feels like they cut you out for a person that was more accommodating. And you're just like, yeah. Maybe it feels like when you met this person, you and them were in alignment. You were in like a similar place. You wanted the same thing, so it flowed and it wasn't a problem. And then that changed. And it changed because you rose up quickly. And they didn't know how. They didn't know how. It feels like both of you maybe bonded over some suffering or something that happened that was shocking, and you had a similar experience like that. But then there comes a point where you rose above it. And I don't know that they did. And that's not necessarily their fault. It's not about blaming anybody, but it's just about realizing that, do I want to allow that back into my energy again? And that's a choice that you can make. I feel like you're going to let them in at a distance. You're going to keep your... Yeah, you have the Strength card here. It's like you kind of don't have the heart to completely cut them out. You just don't. And you know that things are going to come out and be revealed. But it's like, I'll give them a chance and I'll reassess. But if we can have some good times together. Okay, here's the Queen of Swords again. See? If I have to move on from this again, I can. So it feels like something that, just pay attention to your gut with that is really what Spirit is saying here. Like, if you don't feel like seeing anyone or doing things with people, then don't, and that feels like that's how you're moving forward. That's how you're, like, if this is not going to be on my path here, this Chariot is not making any pit stops. This Chariot has no blockades, has no boundaries, nothing. They are full steam ahead. And if something is along the way, okay. But if it's not, then it's not going to happen. And that's that. And that's kind of how you're moving forward nowadays, And this Ace of Cups Romance is coming in. Romance is coming in. And you have a Knight of Wands here. So a person that, perhaps you have a lot going on. You have a lot of people coming towards you. You have this Two of Cups here, but before that you had this Knight of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, okay? You have somebody who's putting down some burdens and is in their head about how they're going to come towards you. It feels like three different energies. You're going to be able to use your discernment to know which one is right for you, okay? Because it feels like you have a lot of options. You know what you want and you're not settling for anything less. Look at this. Four of Wands. I feel like the next person that you actually really choose and really start to date here, this could be a person that you're going to marry. This could be a person that's going to go the distance here with you. You have your options, but you know what you want. And you want somebody who's coming forward with real love, with romance. And somebody who is going to show you these romantic feelings that they have, that their actions are going to match up to their words, that it's going to be an equal partnership. You have a lot of cup energy here. Cancer and Pisces here is on the table, okay? Doesn't mean it couldn't be an earth sign or a fire sign here. Really any of the signs, because, people are not just 100% in their sign 24/7. Okay. Wow. Okay, so let's see anything, if there's any last advice about this choice of lovers here. Oh my gosh. Nine of Pentacles and the Lovers. Be in alignment, okay? Do not do anything that you... Okay, look at this. Look at this. Nine of Pentacles doesn't do anything she doesn't want to do. Male or female, doesn't matter. This is the energy you are embodying at this time. This is somebody that is single, happy being single, successful, knows when to share, knows when to invest, knows when to hold back. She is abundant. She has everything that she wants and then some with this hawk here. So she has mastered the ways of this earth, right? As far as financially and nature as well. And so now really it's just whenever she meets someone worthy, then they can come together, right? And they can be this Emperor and Empress energy together here. So this represents a level up. This represents mastery that you have reached. So continue going forward with that, okay? Continue being in your alignment. And you will know the choice to make. The Lovers is the card of the choice. So you will feel within your own being what the right choice is for you. Okay, could be a Gemini, doesn't have to be. So I'm going to pull a charm for you. Wow, you have the snowflake. How beautiful. Okay, so this could represent, snowflakes. There are no two snowflakes that are alike. I feel like this person is going to be very different than anyone else that you have ever been with before. Ever. They could really enjoy going to a place where there is snow. They could enjoy like snowboarding or something like that. You might see a movie or something that just happens to have snow in it, or a commercial or something around the time when you are going to meet this person. So that snowflake is a sign for you, is a symbol for you. Okay. And then we also have here the bull. So this could be a Taurus person. This could be a person that, lives on a ranch and rides bulls, or maybe you go to Spain and you meet them there, or, something that has to do with these two things. Those are clues that Spirit is wanting to give you to know, whoa, look, you are on the right path. Keep going, because you are very abundant at this time. You are very fortunate at this time. You are worthy of your dreams, and you're so close to manifesting way more than you ever have before. And it's just going to keep building and growing and building and growing like a snowball effect for your life. So, thank you so much, Leo. And I hope I see you next time.